Hi, I'm Briget. I'm with Adin. He's a city council member for Fremantle, and he is worried about the stray cats problem that is happening in Fremantle, and he's here to explain his position on the problem.
Thank you very much, Briget, for having me. Yes, the stray cat issue in Fremantle. Actually, I might zoom out a little bit. The topic of stray cats or domestic cats or feral cats, we're talking about the same species here. It's not unique to Fremantle. It is impacting our entire country. Islands, it's in the desert. We're talking about one of the most adaptive species on the planet, which so far has made 14 or more species in Australia extinct. The numbers of our native animals which they kill every year, it's hard to quantify, but they estimate it's in the billions per year. And they actually estimate that more native animals are killed by feral cats than those of land clearing. But if we bring that back into a regional or a suburban area like the city of Fremantle, obviously there's been settlement there for a while, but what we're seeing is our domestic cats are free ranging and roaming in our bushland areas, and they are preying on birds and lizards. So while we are looking to manage the cat issue, it's not across the entire city. We're only looking to manage the cat issue in our natural bushland areas.
How are you going to enforce a $250 fine on cats that are not registered? If they're not, because if you haven't got diligent owners who are not microchipped and they haven't got, and they're not, so if they're not microchipped, they're obviously not vaccinated, they're not doing the right thing. So how are you going to do that?
That's a good question. Obviously you're a responsible cat owner, and that's the message we're trying to get through here is we're not banning cats. We're just saying to the owners, we're encouraging responsible cat ownership. Every state and every country have got different laws, and within local council, we're governed by state law. We can't create a law over and above what the state have got in place. And in Western Australia at the moment, the curfew, the law around the curfew says that it's only recommended cats are brought in at night time. So all we can say as a city is we recommend you bring your cats in at night time. So our powers to try and encourage responsible ownership and protect wildlife are very restricted. The only thing that we can do to protect the wildlife is to say cats aren't allowed in certain areas. So that's where we come to this point of cat prohibited areas, and it makes sense to keep the natural bushland areas cat-free. The final arrangement of the agreement of the law hasn't been set in stone yet. What we've triggered at the moment is a council discussion. Let's investigate this. Let's look at a law. What does it look like? So the City of Fremantle has now agreed, we voted unanimously, the full council, to investigate what the law looks like. We will draft a law. We will debate that law. That law will go out for public consultation. It'll be debated again. It'll be fine-tuned, and we'll end up with a local cat law. What exactly that looks like at the moment, we don't know, but it's leaning towards the creation of cat prohibited areas.
Because I've just looked at the cat registration and it hasn't been updated since 2011, and I was quite surprised, because when I saw the $250 fine, this is a little bit a contradiction, and that's why I wanted to see you and talk to you, because I wanted you to I didn't think that the article had actually given you a decent platform for you to explain your sort of position on it.
Yeah, the Cat Act, the 2011 Cat Act, coincidentally, the state government have called out for a review of the 2011 Cat Act. That happened earlier in 2019. It looks like they're looking at refining what exists at the moment, and maybe from the responses that there might be the introduction of a curfew or the ability to enforce a curfew. So a few months ago, the City of Fremantle put a submission in on the Cat Act to say that we would like the ability to call for a cat curfew, or we would like the ability to enforce measures around cats. When that review on the Cat Act is finished, I'm not sure. But if Western Australia is following other states in Australia, like Tasmania or Canberra, Adelaide, for example, I would expect our Cat Act might get strengthened a little bit.